Okay, Steve Ackerman, welcome to the basics of boxing. The reason I say that is all I'm qualified to teach you, but I thought I would show you what I know just for those of you who can't afford boxing lessons or don't have access to a gym. I would like to show you what my grandpa started to show me as a little boy and what I picked up over the years by joining different boxing schools. So, excuse me if my voice fluctuates. I have a mic hung overhead here. I'm hoping it will pick up most of the sound. But like I say, I can only teach you as much as I know. I never got my golden gloves, so I'm a very amateur boxer. But I also got, pretty good with my hands. Nothing like, professionals. I don't want to lead you to believe I'm something I'm not. But I can teach you how to keep your arms enclosed, how to keep your guards up, and how to protect yourself with your fists. Probably better than 90% of you know how. Maybe 95, okay? So, boxing is it's a good sport. If you're going to have a heavy bag, you want to get one for effective training measures. It's good release, a good outlet for if you're angry, testosterone. So from here we're going to start. If you look at how my feet are a little wider than shoulders width apart, okay? My toes are about 45-degree angles to my opponent. Every time I step backwards, I always step with the back foot first. I go forward, I'm always stepping forward with the forward foot first. I go left, I step with the left foot first. I go right, I go with the right foot first. Reason being, you never want to cross your feet and get caught off guard. It's the quickest way to get knocked over. So you always want to keep your feet. If I go forward, push off the back toe, step with the front foot, and same and going back, okay? Left to right, same thing. Then you have to get right on your feet. So we'll work on your footwork later, but that's about how easy as Bruce Lee as I can get. But I've always believed in the jump rope and not being a flat-footed fighter. Some fighters just come in, clawing ahead, boom, boom. I like the finesse fighters like the Sugar Ray Leonard. Manny Pacquiao is my hero now. Me and my wife's Filipino. We really took a liking to Manny. So anyways, you got an idea about the feet. We're going to just walk around in your bag or your opponent or your target, whatever it is. Just practice stepping left, stepping to the right with your right leg first. Step forward with your forward leg. Okay, if you're a left-handed boxer, you just switch to this hand. Same thing. Forward foot goes forward first. Backwards foot goes backward. Left leg steps first. Okay, right leg steps first. You're stepping to the right. Okay? I suggest you concentrate on one side, be efficient on one side. If you get really good and to the point, by all means, switch, become an ambidextrous fighter so you can switch and fool your opponents. It will come in handy, especially if you learn the martial arts, because from the martial arts there's so many techniques that I can't do from my right-handed stance. From my left-handed stance, I can throw spinning back fists, and I can throw spinning, reverse, spinning heel kicks. I can throw it like the reverse side kick. So lots of options, lots of things I can throw that I normally couldn't throw, from a right-hand stance, and that's my benefit. So I rarely change though from this left-hand stance. I like to keep this hand in my opponent's face, and if they get too close, I like to smoke them with a hook to the body, or here, or just step up and throw a long straight. That's breaking the rules, but what I'll do is kind of step across and step outside my opponent, slipping a punch, and then I drive a straight left hand into the stomach. So let's get into the basics, okay? We're going to work on the jab punch today. Looking at me, a jab, if I was looking at you, would look like this. Practice by keeping your knuckles, your closed, it would be the second knuckles on your fingers. Keep them up to your cheekbones. Keep your elbows in tight. Don't lift your elbows up, or your ribs are exposed. Your head can take more abuse than your body can, from what I've observed over the years. So keep your elbows in tight and keep your guards up high. You'll see some guys fight like this. Well, they've been fighting for 20 years and they can get away with that. The basic fundamentals, keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Okay, so from here when we do the jab, from here hands up close to the face. To get in the habit, always kind of just touch your knuckles to your face so you know you're covered. Right elbows in here, left hand's out here. Cover things low blows. You can bring your elbows down and check low punches, or you can bring them up and hide behind headshots, hopefully. when you throw the jab, a lot of people think it's just bang, throw a jab out, or pump a hand out. When you throw a jab, your hand is vertical, and as it goes out, it twists, and the palm goes down. So there's a snap at the end of your punch. You do not leave your punches hanging out there. Your punches have to get thrown and retrieve like that instantly, like a spring. Boom, right back, boom. I'm not fast, I'm not graceful, I'm 52, so always keep that in mind. This guy, I'd like to see him in his day, and my day I probably could have impressed you a little bit. For now, the jab. Now notice when I throw the jab, as opposed to just punching and twisting the palm down, notice how the elbow comes straight back. I don't punch, my elbow don't come up high. This is not a good color shirt for contrast. So this is just be my practice session. But when you throw the jab out, you also want to tuck your head behind your shoulder. So you want to bring your shoulder up and drop your jaw and the most vulnerable parts of your face. You're shaking your jaw, get them hidden behind that shoulder. So if somebody gets lucky and comes over the top and catches you, they're going to hit you on the hard part of your head. So it's not going to knock you out like a good clean shot to the jaw or the cheek might. Okay? So that goes with the left hand and the right as well. Always hide, trying to cover yourself up with your punches. See on the shoulder, when I throw it out right, it comes up and covers the top of my head. You want to work on that. You want to develop that. Okay? So we're learning the jab punch. So if you got a bag, just work it. Jab, 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 jab. Just stick it, stick it. It's going to be a 1 count. 1 count is always the jab. 2 count is the straight right across. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we'll get into throwing hook punches and uppercut punches. So for now we're going to work on jabs. And then after the jab, you'll learn to throw the straight right or the straight left, depending which hand you're fighting with. You might have to mirror me, or you might have to do exact opposite me. If you're right-handed, you're going to have to be opposite me in the bag when you're looking at yourself. Okay? Because I'll be punching to your right, although I'm punching to my left. Okay, same with the right hand. Okay? So anyways, let's work the jab, bang, bang, pump the jab in, pump it in, pump it in. It's a great way to keep your opponent off you. You just take that jab up there. Okay? Sticking the jab. Once you get the jab effective, then you can throw the right hand. The right hand's usually hardly any, well, if you're good, yeah, you can lead off with the right hand if somebody's open. Getting used to the jab, you're going to throw the right lead, or just follow the jab up. Just those 2 punches will make you a better fighter. Straight down the pipe, they call it. From here it's boom, boom, straight in. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so imagine that. When you go to the body, you don't want to punch down here. Go to the body. You want to bend the knees so the body's in front of you, and then throw the shot. Okay? You don't want to punch down at the target, leaving yourself wide open. You want to come down low, bend your knees. Okay, so I'm going to go to the body. I stoop low as I shoot the jab out in front of the right if I'm throwing a 1-2. So I might, for instance, jab to the face, go to the body, and then come back with an uppercut and a straight right in my case.